All right, we're here with Mark Briggs, noted author and head of digital media at King TV in Seattle. And what do you see that's working right now with TV stations and social media?
Actually, social TV is huge. It might be the hottest topic at South by Southwest this week. The engagement that TV stations and even TV news stations are seeing around social media and how it can drive people to watch television is really something that people are trying to jump onto and figure out. So our company at King 5 in Seattle, like a lot of people, are really playing aggressively in social media and trying to get our content in front of people who aren't watching television. We can't always, or maybe even often, drive them to watch TV, but they're getting our content, through videos that we're putting on Facebook, and so they're being exposed to news from us that they wouldn't have been before.
What do you say to the thing I hear quite a bit is, well, if we can't make money on it, we have to drive people to TV. How have y'all gotten away from the money issue of having to worry about people are getting our content for free?
It's an ongoing process. It's something we talk about all the time, really establishing the why, and so that people understand why we're doing this, because you do get that pushback once in a while. We're not monetizing this, but Facebook was about the 15th most popular referral to our website more than a year ago, and now it's number 3. And so every time Facebook pushes someone over to king5.com, that's advertising revenue, that's pre-roll video revenue, and so there is a direct correlation there. It's not as direct as people would like, but it does make good business sense.
Why do you think TV stations have been so hesitant to latch on to social media? I know, a lot of stations have Facebook pages and Twitter accounts now, but haven't gone much past that. What does it take to do that?
It's really establishing the why within your organization and having everybody come to terms with and agree with the idea that this is important and that engaging with an audience in social media is going to be good for your brand. It's going to be good for growing your audience. And it also, from a news perspective, is just good journalism, because the larger your community is, the easier it is to do reporting in that community, contacting sources, getting news tips, all kinds of great stuff like that. So we've seen from a news gathering perspective how beneficial social media is as well. So there's many benefits to it. So it's just really important that organizations sort of all come to an understanding of why it's important to be doing it.
And you mentioned to me in past conversations about the 80-20 rule when it comes to Twitter. Explain what that is, and how often do you think stations are actually using that rule?
Well, I don't follow a lot of TV stations other than my own, but the 80-20 rule I've always said is, you spend 80% of your content on social media should be focused on adding value to the stream, and so you're trying to help those people following you find good information or connect with one another, or connect with information they're interested in. And then 20% of the time you spend promoting your own stuff. And so you do see a lot of just teasing streams from TV stations. Hey, I have this great story I'm on at 5 o'clock tonight, and that's not adding value to that stream, because if you don't go back in and actually give them a link, well, then the people that are following you that don't actually watch TV never were exposed to your news report. So they don't even know what the content is. So how are you going to convert them to being TV watchers if you don't give them anything to watch? So.
And you have a new book coming out on entrepreneurial journalism. Why don't you tell us a little about it, when it'll be out?
Entrepreneurial journalism will be out hopefully around June, and published by CQ Press. We are trying to put something out there that would be applicable to both college programs that are starting entrepreneurial journalism courses or entire programs, which many colleges are, and also just the individual entrepreneur who may have spent 20 years in a newsroom and is ready to launch their own project or follow their own idea, or maybe someone who spent 20 years in a newsroom and now got laid off and doesn't have a job and needs to start their own thing in order to continue doing journalism. So we hope that there'll be sort of multiple audiences that this will be attractive to.
I took it off this morning when we were